what aspects of your structure perhaps have had to change as a result of this new operating environment?
Yeah, I think Raveen hit the nail on the head when he said teams. One of the conscious decisions we took 24 months ago was to focus on the development of teams and teamwork and collaboration rather than just on individual development. And that's allowed us to use the technology in a much more meaningful way, work remotely, empower teams in a way we haven't seen before. So there's certainly some learnings from this experience that you would hope aren't lost when we come back to business as usual. I think also some of our indigenous way of thinking in terms of kaitiaki, so the guardianship of what we do and the services we provide, and indeed thinking bigger than our individual company to society as a whole. So that real people-orientated way of thinking and thinking about the future, not just the present situation.
Jeff, your thoughts about the opportunity this provides for experimentation and agile thinking, and perhaps all these ideas that leaders might have been thinking about, and now they've got a chance to implement them.
Yeah, Andrew, I think for those companies, especially who aren't in the essential services, who are going to need to reinvent themselves really quickly, my sense is that the top one or two in the market in any one sector will be going forward with and flourishing. The rest, there'll be no tail. I think the tail will drop off pretty quickly. So this agility, this ability to focus on those aspects of your business that are going to support your customers and generate revenue is absolutely vital. So we've seen this already in the first 2 weeks of the lockdown, companies reinventing at speed of light. And I think this is going to be absolutely vital to going forward.
Because, let's face it, teams can operate a lot more effectively in this environment when they're empowered, and they're going to be able, because it's decentralized, obviously, it's almost become the default structure by necessity, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But I think the face value is one thing, but actually measuring the pulse and the vibe of your team is essential. It's a bit like blood pressure. You don't notice it's going up or going down or changing. And that's the same with teams as well. We've been monitoring the vibe of the national leadership and surveying over 100 top clients of ours. And already in 1 week, it was up at a super high level of 75% last week, which is in the top 10% of all the benchmark of all that we've ever measured in the last 18 months. This week, it's dropped down from 75 to 67%, an 8% drop. This is going to be a real challenge going forward. How do we, if this is amongst the top leaders, what's the impact on the other layers and the other tiers? So this is the challenge for leaders going forward, to reinvent, to be very focused on those aspects that are going to keep their business afloat, staying ahead of all their competition. And at the same time, you can't manage through this, you can only lead through it. So all the things that Steve and Raveen have been talking about are absolutely vital, and even more so in those businesses that have no assured income.